Hi, I'm Dr. Sean Darcy. I'm going to be teaching you how to make an N95 mask made from 3M's Filtrete filters. These are the same filters that 3M uses for air conditioning, that also takes care of bacteria, smog, viruses in particular. Now, make sure that you get the 1900. Okay, so gives you it's the highest filtration level that I could find. There might be higher than this level here. If you could find that, that's great. You're also going to be using one of these letter hanging folders, and you're going to take the top aspect of the letter hanging folder and use it as the bridge for your nose. So I already took this off of the chicken wire apparatus, and this is how the chicken wire kind of looks, but it's very simple. You can just peel it right off just like so, and it's not too bad. The only spots where you can cut yourself is at the edges, okay, but otherwise if you just take this thing off, you can take the whole line of chicken wire off just by pulling. Okay. And you have to do it on both sides, just to remind you, so just be careful when you're taking this apart to take out both sides. And you'll see also on this aspect here. But it's a simple removal. You have access to this fabric, and you can make a lot of masks from this. Basically, 3 rows. You'll need three rows you can use to make masks, since it's 9 inches across. Okay. So for the sake of time, I already have this cut out for us. You are going to measure, based upon the 3M N95 mask, I'm going to measure 9 inches by about 3 inches, a little bit less than that. But to make our mask, we're going to need to do forward folds. So it's going to be folding once in half and then folding again in half. So of quarter folds. So this aspect, I generally, since it's 3, 3 times 4 is 12, right? So, but we're going to need a little bit more for some redundancy, since there is a fold here on both sides. So it's 12 inches. It's right here, but we're going to go to about, let's do 16. Okay, you get 16 inches. That's good enough for you. So this is 16 here, and I'm going to cut. Now, the problem with, I was watching on the news about 3M not selling to Florida their masks from their distributors to reduce our dependence upon foreign manufacturers or different places. It's best to take control of the situation by just using the same materials, and they've already given us a rubric here. Very simple. So there are 2 sides of the filter for directionality. There is a filtery or fabricy side, and there is a kind of like a more of a smooth side. You want to use the smooth side as the one that's facing out. Okay. So When you have this, you're going to also need a top aspect, a metal aspect. So like I said, we take a holder just like this and just cut right through it. Just cut right through this on the outside of it to get access to the hanging metal, which is kind of the only aspect of flat aspect that you can find in the house, or it's kind of somewhere you could find laying around. And this aspect here, according to 3M's designations, is about 3.5 to 4 inches, so 3.5 inches. So what I'll do is I'll just go through here to about this aspect here and make my cut. I make my cut just right there. Try to round it too, best you can. Now watch your fingers too, just be careful. And same thing on the opposite side. Do your best to round it. Okay, so now we have our metal aspect. We've got our fabric towards the middle, and we know that we're going to double this up at least once. So you double it up once. You stick your metal in the spot where you know it's going to be